Cash that fucking ticket. Broken record. Broken fucking record. 5 out of the last 8 weeks.
Oof.
And we got off the schneid with little prick Vic. Wow.
Finally.
This is one of my favorite ones ever. I fucking love that guy, man. I fucking love Vic.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking to you about my wall behind me. And I think I got to make a little room. We'll move Rom up, put Vic right next to him.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a major, but
with Jack.
Big event, just how it happened, just the run that we're on. And then our guy, Vic, I mean, we've been fucking on this guy forever. I saw some people even say, like, oh, I wish I could tell you. I'll tell you on the rest, but I just can't do Vic, man. Like, he's pissed. It's like, you gotta stay patient on these guys, man, because player like him, the talent that he has, you knew it was coming. And in the way he was performing in the majors, the last 3 majors, how he was involved in all of them, got progressively better each time. I just felt like it was time, and it was, and we win more money. I don't know what to do anymore.
He said it after. He's like, it was really good that I didn't have to go after every pin. And you know what? A year ago, Vic's going after every pin. He don't give a fuck how fucking hard the greens are, you know?
Well, did you see there was an interview after, or his press conference after, and he said that he has like a new swing coach or a new coach, and they went over like all the footage from all of his previous events and said like they came to the conclusion that he needs to manage the golf course better, and the last few weeks he's been doing that.
He could have just hired us.
I think we were the coach he was talking about. He probably just watched the show. We've been saying this forever.
Jesus Christ. And you know what? I don't even blame him for that chip on 12. I know people were like wicked frustrated with that, but you had to hit that chip. Like you saw Rory and Denny. Like it's all downhill. You have to hit that chip like just onto the green and let it go to the hole. And like he just missed it by like 2 inches.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't. But people just see Vic chipping and they think like he duffed it. Like, yeah, guys, he didn't duff it like you and me would duff it at the fucking on the green side rough.
Right. He
was trying to hit it 2 inches farther than he did. So, and it's a bogey. Bogeys are going to happen on that course. Decky, we had him in the mix. He had a lot of bogeys.
Oh my god, dude! All right, that's one of the things I want. Decky collapse on Saturday. That was a sight to see. Holy hell! There was a 6 stretch of holes. He was 7 over, I think, or 6. No, he had a birdie in there, so he was 6 over, or maybe 5 over. Regardless, he had a triple and like four bogeys.
It was 9 to 4, so 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what the fuck?
I thought he was gonna like at least. I don't think he was gonna run away with it, but I thought he was at least gonna hold at 9 under, or maybe fall to 8 and like be 2 shots up going into Sunday.
Yeah, I thought he was like, so I didn't feel like overly confident in Vic. I didn't really like the board at all last week. I liked Hideki. And that was about it. And I really just thought Hideki was going to win going into it. But I bet Vic tailed you on Vic because I wasn't going to miss Vic at Memorial. I've always said Memorial is a great course. That and API for him. He's going to win those 2 events probably multiple times in his career, in my opinion. And I kind of was hoping for him at the U.S. Open, to be honest with you. But I wasn't going to miss the Vic party here. So I was surprised he won on going into Saturday. I thought Hideki was going to win going into Saturday.
Me too. I remember when I said this, I was like, I can just picture a couple weeks ago, Vic's contending at the PGA, plays better, makes that one mistake, but plays really great. Then the next big event, a couple weeks later, usually golf works that way. Like then he's going to get this big one right here. So that was the biggest reason why I liked Vic. It wasn't even like anything based on his stats or what he did. It just seemed like it was his time.
Yep.
And I still think he's going to win a big one.
Brooks at the Masters, and then the next week, boom.
Exactly. And I still think I always have thought he's going to win a couple of those big ones maybe before a major, like the Memorial, API, those places we always like him at.
Yeah, he's just so fucking good, man. Like
he's so good. He's putting so well now too.
Like he's going to be here in all these majors too. He's going to give himself so many shots to win majors. I know he's not going to like reel off major wins, but like he's always going to be around or lurking because his tee to green game is just amazing.
And he made some clutch putts this week.
Oh, yeah. Especially early on Sunday, the ones on 1 and 2.
Yep. 15 feet, 7 feet.
And then obviously the one on 17, that was just a bonus. But like, if he doesn't make that, like,
I
he
screamed
doesn't
during that
win.
one.
Yeah. Did you hear the crowd on the telecast?
No, I was screaming so loud.
There was a big, before it happened, before they cut to it, there was a big roar. And I was like, oh man, this better be fucking Vic, better be fucking Vic. And as soon as they cut to it, I was like, this is in. I knew it.
Dude, that changed everything because now Denny just had to make a bogey. He didn't have to make a double or like anything crazy. And it seemed like, all right, bogey on 16, 17, or 18, where those are 3 of the 4 toughest holes on the course. And he's been really spraying it a bit off the tee.
Dude, yeah, that was the most irritating round of golf I've ever watched, man. I was, until the end, like, this guy, he's like the best putter in the world. I'll give it to him. He's been the best putter in the world for probably 4 or 5 years now. He made every fucking putt of 10 feet, like every 10-foot par putt was just in the hole.
Yeah, besides that little 5-foot birdie that he missed, that was big.
Right, that was huge.
That was to go to 9, and I was like, oh, this motherfucker,
I was
3-shot lead. Like,
this guy's really gonna win.
yeah. How about
Then he got all the breaks too on like 15.
that was bullshit.
Like, that thing should have been dead in the woods.
Yeah. Do you hear Jack say it would have came down and he would have been able to punch it out?
No, missed that.
Yeah, I mean, it made me feel, I don't know if it was just trying to be nice, but it did make me feel slightly better because he was like, well, the way it goes over there, like even if it hit something, it would have came down, like, and he would have been able to punch it out to basically where he is right now anyway.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that's true or not, but he
And then 16, like, he's in that bunker and he still has 10 feet. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
He drilled everything.
It's the funny thing is I make fun of him almost every week. I've never been on him, and last week even I went on the DraftKings show on Lost for Words and was like, I love McCarthy this week, and I was texting you about him too. Like, this is the one time I've ever liked him in my life, and he was there. I was kind of kicking myself, like, I should have bet the 110 if I felt that strongly about it.
Yeah, you got me on him on DraftKings. Nice hit too, by the way.
Yes, me and you, we can both take down a GPP in 3 weeks, 2 of us.
Wow, we're finally doing the DraftKings thing now too.
Doing it all.
Shell money out there.
Oh, feels great. Feels great.
Then we also had Siwoo at 100. I know we didn't put it on our card, but like we talked about it on the show.
We literally bet on the show.
I thought he was great.
Yeah, he gained like 12 strokes tee to green too.
Yep. And then Scotty Scheffler, man. Holy fuck.
Dude, he's on a historic run.
He gained almost 21 strokes tee to green and not win? How is that possible? He almost won.
His putter has been so bad. But remember when he was winning, like when he won the Masters and he was on that stretch, he would hit every single 10-foot par.
I know.
And now he can't make a putt.
I kind of think he's going to win the U.S. Open.
It would make
He
sense.
doesn't even have to putt. He doesn't even have to gain strokes putting. He just doesn't have to. He just can't lose 8.
But at some point, does that creep into his head? And now he says, I got to be 100% perfect or I'm not.
I would have thought it already crept in his head because it's been the whole season and he's still hitting the ball so fucking great. It gets better every week.
Yeah, I think he's putting Vaseline on the fucking club.
It's just crazy, man. Fucking nuts. And then you got the other end of the spectrum, fucking sad man, Rory.
Oh, it's hard to watch.
I can't. Rory's just Rory.
Towards the end of the round, he was not even sniffing the hole on 5-footers, which is like.
Jack wanted to talk to him after too. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
He's like, I want to talk to you after.
Well, I saw him during the broadcast. He was like, he thinks he needs to dial it back or something. He was like, he just swings too hard. He doesn't have any shots. He just swings too hard at everything.
He's just every Sunday now he collapses.
Yeah, it's brutal. He's got some problems, man. I don't know if you think he's going to win a major again and at this year or any other year, but right now I don't think it looks very good.
Yeah, at least he didn't cry like Billy O.
No, if he cry, then he gets an excuse. Next time if I lose like 8 bets in a row, I'm just gonna start crying and post a video of it. And anyone who calls me a loser is gonna be like going to hell. So just so you know.
Oh, Billy Hill crying after shooting 84, and everybody praises him.
Gotta love that raw emotion. Gotta love it.
He was definitely a scheduled interview too. It's not like he fucking called the press over. He's the defending fucking champ after round 1. Of course he's gonna have a fucking interview.
I don't know what would have been worse though. Hey guys, I want to cry. Get over here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. People, I mean, it's unbelievable. People got so mad at me when I said that too.
They're playing golf. Like, come on.
Yeah, they're playing golf. I mean, there are definitely times in my job where I'd like to cry once in a while, but no one's gonna applaud me when I do it. So I just strap my fucking boots on and go back to work.
Exactly. It's not like he was the only one shooting 84 this week either. Like,
I know
there was like a zillion 80s out there this week.
Yeah, but remember, Michael Block said something stupid to the media. So when he shoots an 84, just call him a piece of shit as much as you want. It doesn't matter. Because he's arrogant. Remember what he said? Arrogant. So you're allowed to call him a piece of shit. C1 Kim, guys even fucking speak English. Call him whatever you want.
What else you got from the Memorial?
JT still sucks, huh?
Oh, I gotta quit him.
Yeah, he's brutal.
What's wrong with it? There's something really wrong with him.
Yeah, I've been saying all along, I think it's something personal. I don't know what it is. I mean,
he got engaged. Think his father's dying?
I think it could be something like a sick family member, or maybe his wife's a bitch. I don't know.
Yeah. He's gonna be about 45-1, and I'm not gonna bet him. I promise.
At the U.S. Open?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even like, we've always talked about not liking him at U.S. Opens, even when he is good.
Right.
It's not great for him. U.S. Open's going to be tough, man. I don't know. It's, I like Hideki, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bill?
yeah, he's 50-55.
He's about 12 over this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's you see him flying Spirit Airlines?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? I went to Myrtle Beach, and the only place from Boston to Myrtle that flies direct is Spirit, and I wouldn't do it.
No, I guess we're not going vacation, kids.
I was like, I'm going to Charlotte and driving 3 hours from Charlotte. Fuck this shit.
He's like, fuck it, just sitting next to the poorest fucking piece of shit on the earth, just next to him on the seat, taking up 3 seats.
It's like, dude, maybe you really needed to that 400 mil from Liv. What the fuck?
I think he probably doesn't even know what Spirit Airlines is. Just like I don't give a fuck. Just click whatever one.
Yeah. You really think he could win a U.S. Open?
I like him in California. I just feel like, I don't know. I can picture it, dude. Yellow shirt.
Yeah.
White pants. Does that change your mind?
He's got to wear the glasses. I love the glasses.
Oh yeah, I love the glasses. Oh yeah. I don't know. I just think he's built for tough golf courses. I know he had a bad weekend, but he was there for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not going to hold last week against him. What did he finish? 15th?
Nah, 12th.
Okay.
So yeah, great week. I mean, DraftKings ended up winning like 6,200. I only entered $200. And that Mayo contest had a pretty good lineup. 3 Asian lineup. I think, we always talk about the odd Asian numbers. So I think that maybe had something to do with it. They had Siwoo, Decky, and Benon. And Benon, I really liked him this week, but he withdrew, which sucks. Who else was in that lineup? Scott, Lowry, and Hovland.
Scott, sneaky T9. He was on the card too.
And you know what else? He scores points too, because
he does.
Just makes birdies and eagles and shit, and then bogeys. And
I'm telling you, Scott is always just pencil Scott in your DK lineups, because he's always making a cut. He's always making the cut.
And he's always making birdies.
Always making birdies. There's probably a 90% chance he's going to finish 43rd, but it'll at least give you the birdie points.
I think he's made like every cut this year.
Yeah, especially the big events, he's always going to play well the first 2 days,
Yeah.
and then he'll slowly tail off.
Right. Yeah. So another great week, man. I mean, what else can you say? What else can you say? I just want to. I want to do this thing with just a pile of cash all over me.
I mean, it's a historic run here. Like, this is wild.
Absolutely historic.
Every fucking week.
So if we ever go cold,
we should have won last week too. We fucked ourselves.
I know. Well, let's not do that this week. We'll get into it here. No, with that being said, this is a shitty field for the most part. New course, top heavy field. New course that you get no course history. So, am I expecting to have the best week in the world handicapping this thing? No, just so we're clear.
Yeah, I don't really know where to go.
But we'll give you a little breakdown here. All right, we are at Oakdale Golf and Country Club, Toronto. It's a par 72, 7,264 yards. It's a POA bent grass blend, 3 par 3s, 3 par 5s. Looks like it's going to be short. I mean, that's the biggest thing I get from it. I think it's going to be a wedge fest. You got all the par 4s, 12 of them. Average is 412 off the tee 412 per hole. So you're looking at driver wedge on pretty much all of them. And then you get par 5. So that's going to be scoreable. The par 3s are a little bit longer, but I think overall we're looking at a 20 under or lower winner.
Yeah, maybe up to 25.
I could see it to 25. So I think
everybody's saying the back nine is just like so easy.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about guys who feast on easy courses, make a fuckload of birdies, and can keep up kind of in a birdie fest. That's what I'm looking for. Guys who are hot with their wedges. And I do think the rough might be a little penal, but the thing is, the course is so short that if they're worried about the rough, most of these guys can take iron and still have a wedge in.
Right.
Or an 8 iron in or whatever.
Well, they can bomb and gouge just and have a fucking wedge.
Yeah, I mean, you get a 60-degree wedge, then the rough, yeah, it's going to be probably a little thicker, but it's not going to be, a U.S. Open, I don't think.
Right. Who designed this? Thompson? I know the same guy that designed last year's Canadian Open.
Yeah, what was the winner? 22 under? Roy was 22 under last year.
Yeah, remember it was the three of them, Roy, Finau, and JT.
Yeah.
And it was JT kind of fell off in the last couple holes.
Yep. I think we're on Fitz. I don't know what but the thing is, the previous Canadian Opens have been playing like relatively tough before that.
Yeah.
I don't think we knew it was going to be 22. Maybe we did, though. I don't know.
Yeah. And this bent POA mix, right? 80% bent, 20% POA.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't really know who the wedge guys are right now in this field. Just because there's just so many unknown players that, I mean, you can say they do well with the wedge, but can they actually win?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the top, it's like the top 10 guys are all capable winners. But then after that, it's just like a bunch of unknowns. Like there's no middle.
Thor's leading the U.S. Open qualifier right now, 6 under.
Is he playing out in California?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, no, there's a lot of unknowns, and it does seem like the top guys would like to win this because the National Open, I think, carries a little bit of weight.
Yeah, I mean, Rory's won it 2 years in a row. Or not 2 years in a row. If he wins it this year, it's his third Canadian Open in a row at 3 different courses over a 5-year span.
Yeah.
Because they skipped it 2 years.
Good thing he's not winning, huh?
No. There's no way. We'll get to his odds in a second, but there's no way he'd be here if he wasn't the defending champ. I don't think.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he probably is feeling sad again. Maybe he'll withdraw. Who the fuck knows?
I don't think he'll withdraw too much. There's too much there with being a defending champ.
Yeah. All right.
Do we really need to talk about this, or can we just talk about Vic more?
Yeah. I want to.
How about that guy? How about Vic, man? Vic's the best. Like I'm so glad we just stayed with Vic. He was so infuriating for the last 2 to 3 years. We talk about it all the time, all the mental mistakes that he made. But like you got to just stay with him because he's gonna keep putting himself in the position to win.
Yep.
And he finally got one he finally got his. I know he had three PGA wins before, but they were shitty events. Like this is his big win.
Yeah.
And I think now he's ready to go get a major soon.
He is. And yay. My argument I've had with everyone, the Scotty versus Vic career, it's not over.
No, but I don't know if it's looking good either.
I think it's looking good.
All right. Odds. Is that what you're looking for?
Yep.
Oh man. All right. Bear with me here.
I mean, I'm starting to kind of lean in, just as you look for the odds here, I'm kind of leaning into just betting the guys I fucking feel like betting right now.
Okay. All right. Well, there's only one guy really here to talk about, and then it's kind of the next tier. So you got Rory at plus 450. I wouldn't bet Rory if there was a 1 in front of that 4 and it was plus 1450. He looked so bad with a wedge yesterday. All his mistakes yesterday came with a fucking wedge. The 2 par 5s, he had a layup on both par 5s, and he fucking made the mistake with the wedge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he was fucking around with wedges too a couple weeks ago, leading to the PGA. Remember that?
Yeah. The reason why he got hot last year is he got hot with the wedge last year, and he just doesn't have it this year.
No, I mean that's been his problem for the past 4 years, off and on. It feels like.
Yep. So
no.
Obviously, that's a no. Then you get 12-1. Well, I'm looking at Bet365 right now. Burns 12-1. Seeing him up to 16. You got Fitz 14, Hatton 14. Cameron Young, for some reason, is 14-1. That guy's playing like dog shit. I was expecting him to be like 28. And then Connor 16. Rose 18.
Okay. I've been kind of going back and forth, but and I wasn't planning on doing this, going into the week, but I'm really starting to like Sam Burns here. Looking back last year, we talked about how it was the same designer who did this course in St. George's, came in tied for 4th last year, played really well. And I know he's won some difficult events, but I've always thought of Burns as a birdie fest guy because he's a birdie maker. Would you say he ranks 4th in the field, birdie or better the last 24 rounds?
Third,
okay. And great putter. I know it's usually Bermuda, but I think he's a good putter everywhere. He won the Sanderson Farms. I think it was 22 under where he won that. He's starting to play better. He's 6th and 16th his last 2 starts. And he actually wins. I mean, he has 5 wins in his past 60 starts on tour, where he's surrounded by a lot of guys who really don't win.
Yeah, I'm with you here. Is he playing all that great? He hasn't been great with a wedge.
No, he's not playing all that great, but
last 2 weeks he's been done pretty well.
Yeah, I think he's starting to turn around.
6th. He was pretty bad beginning of the year. Would you bet a 12 if that was all you have? I feel like I need a 16 to bet him.
I don't think you can get a 16.
There's a 16.
There's
16 on FanDuel.
Yeah, I know that. I would bet a 14.
Well, then I got a 16.
Okay. I would bet a 14.
You would?
Yeah.
Really?
What's the fucking difference, man? Just won fucking 70 grand in the last 3 weeks.
Those are facts. Those are facts.
What's it going to be? An extra 100, 200, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, we're up a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Yeah, so I don't give a fuck what it is. If I think he's going to win, I'm just going to bet him.
Do you actually think he's going to win?
Saying I think he's going to win is strong, but I think he's going to win just as much as any of these other guys up here, more so.
Okay, you were all over Hatton last week. By the way, I bet JT over Hatton. You know what? They both paid the same, you fuckface.
It's true. That's true. And you know what? Yours is a better bet because you spent less on it.
Exactly.
Although I did bet Hatton when it came out at 28.30, so it really wasn't much of a difference. Yeah, I'm sure he could do fine. I'll never bet Hatton at 12-1, any field, any place, any reason.
Good answer. What about Fitz?
No, I don't think he's playing well enough, and I don't think he can get to 25 under.
Yep. Okay. All right. Anything on Cam Young?
Fuck him.
All right, what if he was 28 where he should be? Any interest?
Sure.
Or he's playing terrible? Is he playing terrible?
Pretty sure he's playing terrible, but doesn't mean he can't win, but there's negative value on this number, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm clearly out on Cam Young, but okay. Next range, you got oh, we're just out on Connors too, even though he's probably the top Canadian here.
From everything I've heard, it's a really lot of media obligations for these guys, and he's like the main guy in Canada. I think it's going to be a lot to ask for him to win, as much as people want him to win. It's more of a narrative thing that just doesn't seem like people want it to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yep, agree 100% there. All right, we got Rose at 20 or 18-20. Fleetwood 20-22. Shane 20. Those are all the guys below 30. I like Rose and Fleetwood a lot. Both of them.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't see myself betting Rose. I know you like him. It seems like you like him the best out of these guys. I don't think I can bet Rose at 20-1.
We can bet Tommy at 20-1.
To be honest with you, I was leaning towards neither of them.
I thought you were going to bet Tommy just so you don't miss out on a Tommy win.
I don't want to miss out on a Tommy win, but I don't think that's the right reason to bet him.
I don't think he can get to 25, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's my concern.
That being said, I was thinking about this. What did Day win at?
I know. I thought about that too. It was like 22.
22 under?
Yeah. Tommy's won at 22 under in the past too. And
yeah, nothing recently though.
No.
And not in America.
Saudi Arabia, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time seeing him get to 25 under. And I know Rose makes birdies too, but
Rose is 8th birdie or better.
What's Tommy?
Not anywhere near the top 30.
Tommy sucked last start.
36th.
Has Tommy been good in camp? What's the reason why Tommy's appealing here? Just because he's cool looking?
Because he's a top 10 golfer in the field and you're getting, I don't know, a 2, a 20, or a 22. That's the only reason, man. Only reason.
I mean, I don't think the number's
not good for Tommy.
It's not like people are betting because it's a great number. It's fine. It's whatever.
They're betting it because they like his hair.
Yeah, and I like his hair too, and I like Tommy, as much as anybody. But that means he's going to shoot 25 under.
He almost has a better chance of top 5 in next week than he does this week.
I know, like all these things that he's been really great at have all been difficult events, right? I mean, let's look at what he's done this season. And the one thing that pains me is I was like, oh, I want to bet him at the Canadian Open. I've been saying that for a couple of weeks, but that was before I knew what the course was.
18th at the PGA, 5th at Wells.
Okay, hard.
3rd at Valspar.
Hard.
15th at Heritage.
Relatively hard, but 15th isn't that good.
Those were Well, 15th was good. It was an elevated event.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like he was. I mean, what did he shoot that week? He wasn't shooting 18 under, was he?
11. He shot 11.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, these easier events, he really hasn't done that well.
Yeah.
I mean, even look at Phoenix,
You have
right?
no interest in Rose, huh?
I don't want to say I have no
Fourth
interest.
in Canada last year. Shot a 60 in round 4. Needed par on the 18th to shoot a 59 and made bogey. And last 2 events, 7.8 approach, 4.6 approach. Tee to green. He's been great for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, great is Scotty Scheffler. He's been good. Around
Okay.
like 7 to 9.
Yeah, for me, he's been playing good. The one thing for me that I just have a hard time seeing is he's going to win twice in 11 starts. 10 starts. After he's won once in 4 years, he's going to start reeling off wins.
He's probably not. I got no argument.
I mean, that's
I got no argument for either of those guys. I can't say they're good bets. Maybe just don't bet them.
If Rose was 33 to 1, and I don't think he's winning 2 wins in 10 starts, but it's a good value considering how he's playing. But no, he's being priced like that too.
You know what's crazy? We should have been on that Rose win too.
I know, but I felt the same way that time. He was 28, and I didn't want to bet him at 28. He didn't win 4 years, so.
I felt like we missed out on a couple winners this year too. We could have had more. Fuck.
Won them all. Could have won them all.
All right. Yeah, I got to think about that. I don't really want to bet those numbers.
No, I don't either.
I guess I'll join you on Burns. I got a 16.
I'm looking at this next range of a guy I kind of like.
All right, and then Lowry, he's the last guy here. I mean, there's no fucking way that guy can get to 25 under. He's like the worst putter ever.
You said to me last night it would take him 8 rounds to get to 25 under.
It would.
It would. So yeah, I mean he could play well, but I thought it would take Dave 8 rounds to get to 25 under too, though.
For sure.
I think that was maybe just God trying to give Day his win. He sucked like right before and right after that.
Again last week.
Yeah, he sucked ass.
I FaceTime my grandfather after every win. First thing he says to me, didn't even give a fuck about Vic. He goes, "You got to stop betting Lowry. Guy doesn't make putts. You always bet Lowry." I'm like, yep.
Hey,
thanks. I just won 10 grand. I just won 10 grand, bud.
Only one guy can win. And we had him.
Exactly. Oh, man.
Next range, what do we got?
All right. I think I know who you like here. It's this guy. 30 to 1 Sahith. 35 to 1 Keith Mitchell. A couple guys at 40, Matt Kuchar and Adam Hadwin.
Yeah, Sahith's growing on me a bit. I was worried about the driving accuracy, but I'm almost starting to think that rough shit is being a little bit overplayed, and 2, just the fact that he should be allowed to club down. In shorter courses, he's been good. I mean, Heritage, he was 5th. Let's see what else. Where else was he good? RSM.
Yeah, RSM.
Travelers finished 2nd, shorter course. I think it's probably going to be a pretty good fit for him in terms of a place he can play well at. But my issue here is he starting to fall off and not play well?
Yeah, 5th in birdies and better last 24 rounds too. The guy makes birdies.
Yeah, I like that he makes birdies.
The one I'm not necessarily worried about the rough. I'm worried about this place is tree lined, isn't it?
Yeah.
And off the tee, I mean, it's been pretty bad.
Yeah, he's not good off the tee.
What did he do coming into Travelers? He had a 5th at Memorial, then 53rd at Canada. He wasn't, besides Memorial, he wasn't that great going into Travelers.
No,
He
he
was
wasn't.
actually pretty bad, to be honest with you.
He was bad, but are you worried that he played Memorial well and he still didn't play Canada well? He's up and down, man. It's like you never know what the fuck's coming.
I know. We never bet him. You want to go there?
I don't know. I just like the 30 better than like these other numbers.
Yeah. Because you have no idea who's going to win and you'd rather spend less money on a guy?
Yeah. That's partly it. And partly I just think, I think when he's contended, one, shorter courses, but two, I think he likes lower scoring events, right?
Yep, definitely.
I mean, RSM, the winner was, what was the winner? RSM, the winner was 19 under. He came in second. Travelers, the winner was 19 under. He came in second. And actually, you know what? I was reading that Travelers has a similar green complex, a similar blend in greens to this.
Definitely. Yeah, Ben Pomix.
He putt really well there. And that's another reason I like two other guys actually that I think I'm betting.
Okay. You got to think about him.
I don't know. I think I'd rather bet him at 30 than Tommy or Rose at 20.
Did you already bet Burns?
Yeah, I bet Burns. Not the only one I've already bet, but I bet Burns.
Okay. And anything on those other guys I mentioned? Mitchell, Kuchar, Hadwin?
I liked Cooch coming into it.
How come we never get discounts on him?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be 40 to 1, but I also didn't think he was going to shoot an 86 on Sunday either.
What did Cantlay shoot? Cantlay had a shot in 80, right?
Did he? I mean, I don't want to use that too much against him. I do think he could play well this week.
Kuchar definitely can play well this week.
Can he win?
It's another one with these old guys, man. It's tough seeing them get to 25.
Yeah.
He used to be able to get to 25.
I think I'm going to bet Sahith.
Okay. It would be cool. I could picture it, definitely.
That's what I mean. I can see it kind of like I just think it makes sense. Burns, Sahith.
I used to bet Vegas a lot at the Canadian Open. Kind of similar.
Yeah, same dude.
Same skin color, right?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, well, he's I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate. Yeah.
He's Venezuelan. Where is Vegas?
I think he got re-injured or something.
Oh yeah, we were on him. That's right.
He was playing well too when he got re-injured.
Yep.
But I think Burns, Vegas, Burns, Tagala, and then I wish Vegas was playing. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Vegas. Yeah, I miss him too.
Johnny B guy.
I mean, and that's the thing we always saw with the Live PGA thing, but like, I think we just like personalities. Like we like Vegas when he's playing on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
So he's just a personality. I like guys who have personalities and bring a little flair to the game, and I think he's one of those guys. So it sucks without him. Sucks. The PGA Tour sucks without Vegas. So yeah, I guess go ahead.
All right.
You want to just do whoever now? I don't really want to fucking talk about these guys that much.
Sure, go ahead.
So if I bet Burns and Tagala, I think that for the rest, I'm just going to bet a couple guys who I really want to bet, and I don't know if they can win or not. But I like Aberg. He's in his limited sample size. He's been good with a wedge. You mentioned earlier, Rose Zhang won in her first pro start. This is his first pro start. He's had a little bit of his feet wet on the PGA Tour as an amateur, and I just think this should be pretty good for him. A pretty decent setup for him. And I think he's really talented. I think he's a really good player, but it's just a lot to ask winning, on his first PGA Tour start.
Oh, for sure. How's he doing today? Any idea?
He started off really well, but I didn't see an update since then. Let's see if I can get one. I mean, what do we think?
I already bet Ludwig as well. At what do we get him at? 100?
80, I think.
Okay. I don't really think he's gonna win. He's got the talent to win. And I just don't really know where else to go. So I bet a bunch of young guys at 80 to 150.
Yeah. Did he? Do you think that playing in the qualifier hurts him at all?
What, playing 36?
Yeah, and then flying out to Canada.
No.
Most guys are already there.
Aren't most guys trying to qualify?
I don't know.
Besides the top guys?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
most guys get there on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw Tommy was playing with Svensson and someone else. I don't know if those guys get a leg up or what.
Where's Ludwig playing?
I don't know. What did they sent you earlier? Ludwig. That looks like it is. He's playing where Harry Hall's playing. Garrard, Ryan Armour, Jimmy Walker.
Columbus?
Yeah, I think so. He's playing at Lambton Golf and Country Club. Where's that?
Okay, that's in Toronto.
Oh, so he's in Toronto already. Great.
All right, I'll tell you right now. I'm pulling it up.
But I think, I mean, it'd be tough to win. Was Morikawa and Wolf and Halvin? I mean, they weren't too deep into their career or Morikawa and Wolf, right, when they won.
No, they made their debut at the Travelers in late June, and then that other event was in July.
Yeah, so it can be done.
All right, looks like Ludwig is T7th right now. He needs to be top 5. He's +1 on the second 9 through 12. 2 shots out of the top 5.
He's +1 overall?
No, -3 overall.
Okay.
Oh, look at Block is -2.
Is he?
Yep.
Wow.
So you got Harry Hall and Ryan Gerard, 7. Armour, Jimmy Walker, Vin Norman, and Gligic, the top 5.
Vin Norman's playing pretty well. Yeah, so I don't know. I bet the 80 on FanDuel earlier. I don't know if it's still there or whatever it is now, but I'm just going to bet the 80 because I like him. He's a young player that I have followed, and I'm into that type of shit, and I'm just going to bet him.
Yep, I already bet it. Who else you got?
Thorbjornsen, who is my guy through and through. He is a couple things about why, he's an amateur, I think. Pretty sure he's still an amateur. I know he didn't get out of that PGA Tour U, but he's a stud, and he's the guy who I absolutely love his game. I think he's going to be really, really good player, and he's contended a couple times as on professional tours that he's actually gotten his feet wet, even more so than Aberg has, who's a professional. Like, he was deep in the mix at a European Tour event. What was that? What was that at? Is that the one Reed was involved with Rory? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So, he was deep in that event. He was playing really, really well. And then Travelers, he finished in the top 5. And we talked about the Travelers comp here in terms of the grass types and the fact that similar length course as well.
Can an amateur win?
So it's been done 7 times. Most recent was Phil in 1991.
Yeah.
So can he win? Yeah, was that 30 years ago? Can he win? I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
But 100 to 1. I mean, can he win as much as fucking Cheston Hadley can win?
Yeah, I threw some shekels on it.
So I don't know, probably not. But I just that's one that I'm not willing to miss at 100 to 1 rather than
He won
Tommy
He
Fleetwood.
won the Pac-12 championships and was 5th in the Las Vegas regional. So
He's
playing
hot.
decent. Playing decent. Ludwig won the Big 12. Won the next thing. He's won everything.
They're both really hot, and Thor right now is leading the qualifier wherever he's playing at.
Looking at the Springfield qualifier right now, Sam Stevens -12.
Wow.
He's playing this week.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna bet Thor. Other guy I was looking at, Ches Reavie, 180 to 1. So for him, I like again Travelers comp, and I just think he's starting to play much better. And he's been putting it really well for some reason. And I can just picture him. He plays pretty well on easy courses, and I also like that. Let's see, green type. You get the Travelers thing again too. He's won the Travelers. I'm just keep picturing back to when he won the Travelers. He's just stuffing every wedge to a foot or two, and I just think he's capable of doing that. Let's see other places where he's played well. He won a Canadian Open in 2008.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's won Sony, another short birdie fest. Not one. He's come third at Sony. Fourth at OHL, short birdie fest. Fifth at the John Deere, short birdie fest. Third at Fortinet, shorter birdie fest. I just think that's kind of his thing. One Travelers, one Canadian Open, two things that I'm looking at this week. So I'm gonna not bet an 180 to 1.
I joined you on Ches. Like it. I don't know. Despite him playing decent, he still hasn't really finished well at all. So,
No.
But maybe he's won events before, and we played him on DK last week. Made the cut. Playing decent golf. So yeah, maybe.
I mean, making the cut at Memorial is pretty good for him when considering
it
shouldn't fit him that well.
Yep. Thor is still leading, playing in Jersey.
Okay.
He's definitely going. He's got 3 holes left.
Fuck yeah, great. What's he shoot? What's he 7 under?
7 under. Well, 3 under this round, so 7 under total. Okay. 66 this morning. Great. Chingali's right on the cut line.
Is he?
Oh, he's not going to make it. He's finished.
Good. Fuck him.
That's great.
And then one more. I got Michael Kim.
You betting Kim?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't think you liked him.
He's just a guy that I think we've been on him. I don't feel like we should go away now. It's a place that should be pretty good for him. He's good in wedges, good on short courses.
Yeah, he won the John Deere -27.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think I'm gonna be pissed how pissed would he be if he wins?
Yeah, be real pissed. Wow, Munoz is leading his qualifier.
Wow. So there you go. I got a 6-pack there, and it's Burns, Tagala, Aberg, Kim, Thor Bjornsson, and Ches.
Did you not bet Akshay?
Oh, I did. I sprinkled that 140 from FanDuel earlier.
Yeah, Akshay. What's not to like about Akshay? Yeah. You don't?
No, I do. He loves easy courses too.
He's already on site too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in on that as well. Akshay.
He can make his bunch of birds.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he has a better chance than Thor and Aberg, don't you?
He should, yeah. I mean, why is he priced that way?
140?
Like, why is Aberg 60 and he's 140?
I mean, he shouldn't be 60. He should be 100 and something. But yeah. He's also, isn't this like the next like big guy?
Yeah.
Like he's like the biggest amateur in a few years, isn't he? Since Rahm?
Yeah, he's a top European prospect by far.
Yeah.
Thor's up there too. I think they're Aberg was first for a while, then you had Thor's like now third, I think, amateur.
Thor's still a junior, right?
Yeah, junior. I mean, it'd be tough for him to win, but he's He's good.
Any other guys? Like, I don't know. Oh. No. I was going to say Cam Champ.
Yeah. I mean, the only guys, a lot of these long.
Stop. What about Carson Young?
No.
He's been filling it up lately.
But I can just live without betting Carson Young. You know, like I can't live without betting one of these guys who I love. And they're 100 to 1.
We're betting Kim.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bet Kim.
And he came 6 2 weeks ago.
I know, we were on him.
So you got to stick with it at a place that should be really good for him.
All right. So we got Burns. You're definitely betting Sahith?
That's where I'm thinking right now. I mean, give me the go-ahead and I'm in.
Burns, Sahith, and Bombs. Young Bombs.
Yep.
And Mike Kim. We would have bet Benny, guys.
Yes, I loved him. He was probably my favorite bet of the week going into it. So
we were betting Benny at 50 to 1 before the withdraw.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to pivot.
And I like young Bombs.
Everybody get on that Bryson Victor parlay for the next 2 majors so we can win. Just $50 wins you fucking 100,000.
100 grand each, baby. Put DraftKings out of business.
Oh my God. Imagine if that parlay wins.
I don't know what would happen. The IRS would come to my door with fucking guns. That's why Biden hired them.
All right. Good week last week. I mean, this could be a week to hang with your family before next week.
Yeah.
But hey, hopefully we get somebody in the mix.
Yeah, why not? Let's just keep running hot. Have a good week.